And we've got all that and much, much more right here on DXB Today.
Khalid heads down to Dubai Herbal and Treatment Center, the oldest holistic center in the city, to find out what's the right wellness treatment for him.
Well, I think we should find out who is going to be joining us as a guest co-host. So let's find out who it is.
Hi, my name's Andrew McCombe. I'm an ENT doctor and clinic director at Care Plus Clinic at DHTC. I can't wait to see you on the show soon.
Dr. Andrew will join us right here in just a little bit, but first, Khalid signs up for a day of transformation and holistic wellness at Dubai Herbal and Treatment Center. Let's take a look.
Today I'm at Dubai Herbal Treatment Center, which is one of the oldest centers in Dubai, where Western medicine meets Eastern medicine. You can learn everything that you need to know about your health, especially if you want to treat yourself to a good spa day. I'm here with Dr. Farah, where she's going to tell me the most unique thing about the center. It's not your average center. Dr. Farah, thank you so much. What is so unique about the center?
The Dubai Herbal and Treatment Center has been a traditional medicine center for alternative medicine. We've been around for 20 years, but now we have added on Care Plus Clinic, which is an orthodox medical center. We have a lovely spa and a gluten-free restaurant upstairs, so you don't need to be sick to be coming into the center. You can come here with your family and have fun.
Now, can you tell me a little bit more about the specialties, especially when it comes to the medicine?
Here we have acupuncture, which is traditional Chinese medicine, including herbs. We have Ayurveda, naturopathy. We have homeopathy, and we have ENT, audiology, and a pediatrician as well.
So I can say really the center is like a one-stop shop. You can come here, you can get treatments, you can get healthcare provided, and as well guidance from a doctor.
So you don't have to be sick to be coming into the center. You can come in, have a general checkup, and then we will guide you. If something's missing or something's not right, we'll be able to guide you on what to do next.
Well, it sounds very interesting. Well, thank you so much, doctor. And I can't wait to try out some of the treatments myself.
Thank you, Khalid.
Well, I got a lot of information today, especially when it comes to Western and Eastern medicine, where they got to do a lot of tests on me. Even though you might be healthy, this is the best place to go and get yourself checked out, and as well, enjoy a good meal when it comes to your dietary requirements.
Khalid having another really tough gig with one of his video representations there, so good on him for the VT. Talking of that VT, our first guest this evening might well be able to shed a little bit more light on the facility, because our guest co-host today is an ENT consultant offering a comprehensive support in the medical field through precise diagnosis and tailor-made solutions. Trusted healthcare provider in the region here. Please welcome to the DXB Today studio, Dr. Andrew McCombe. Andrew, thank you so much indeed for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Does that do it justice, do you think, the video there, the VT?
I think it does, but there's a lot to explore. There's a lot of other stuff in there as well.
Probably best you get down there and check it out yourself as well. Everybody is welcome. Listen, we didn't get you down here just to talk about the centre. We got you down here to talk about the impending summer just around the corner, if it's not arrived already. Are we over-egging the pudding here? Do you see a spike in certain conditions presenting themselves at the centre and during the summer months or not?
Certainly a lot of ENT practice is seasonal. Look, the summer is a problem everywhere for ears. People get in the water and swim, and it causes problems. Funnily enough, in Dubai, of course, it's the other way around. In Europe, the summer's a time for good sinonasal health, not so much in the winter. But of course, in Dubai, I think you said it earlier, Tom, people hide inside, we're in the air conditioning, so actually it's the summer that's more of a problem.
Okay.
Okay, you touched there on people having ear problems. I always end up having to go and see the ENT specialist at the end of summer because I always have ear infection from swimming, etc. Is this something that you see quite often? And how can people also protect their ears when they are going swimming?
It's very common. I think the heat and the humidity contribute to the problems. You get wet ears, they never really dry out properly. Let me take you back a step. The ears are self-cleaning, so the skin comes out very slowly, mixes with some secretions at the end and forms earwax, what you and I would know as earwax. But the problem is when that gets wet and soggy, it doesn't come out properly, and people love cotton buds, don't they? And they're poking away, and they end up poking it back inside, and then, if you get unlucky, bacteria get in there, you pick up an infection.
Okay. You spoke about being nasally and, let's say, the sinus. I've got this issue quite occurring all the time, especially with my environmental allergies that I've got. So what are some of the things that maybe I can do or to prevent that? Because I've been taking antihistamine for the past 14 years, every single day of my life. The day I don't take it, it's a done deal for me. Yeah.
I think the thing about the nasal sprays and antihistamines is they are what I would call small medicine. So they're very safe to take long term. So that's the first thing. I want to reassure you that that's not a bad way of doing it. One of the very simple things that everybody can do to give their nose a kind of help and support, saltwater sprays, isotonic saltwater sprays. And there's good evidence that just cleaning the nose once or twice a day improves inflammation.
Okay.
I have one other little tip for you. It's going to sound odd, but Vaseline, ordinary Vaseline, on your finger, on a cotton bud, just inside the front portion of your nose, because that bit gets very dry and irritated, a bit like dry lips. So it works really well, and it helps to catch a lot of the particles towards the front of the nose.
Wow. Okay, I'll be trying that, actually. That's a good tip.
One of the things we see here, and I think we're all guilty of it to a certain degree, is if we start showing symptoms, be it ENT or other conditions during the summer, ordinarily we either head to the pharmacy or we call up the pharmacy and they deliver to us as well. Are there alternative solutions, either holistic remedies or lifestyle changes?
I mean, that's a huge question. I think
Thank you. We've got an hour. Fine. The show is yours.
Thank you. I think it depends on the symptoms. Look, I'm a great fan in people having kind of authority and autonomy and control over their health. And so I think, a lot of simple symptoms can be dealt with very easily. A mild headache, take some simple painkillers. Some stomach issues, you can manage those. I think it's when the problems become more persistent, then you maybe need to take a step back and say, why am I getting this again and again? And that's often when you need to seek more expert help, whether that be in orthodox medicine or an alternative medicine venue.
Okay, doctor, so top 3 tips for ENT, so ears, nose and throat, to help maintain them healthy during the summer when we've got all this heat and AC going on. What are your top 3 tips?
Top three tips. I think I've already picked up
the Vaseline. We like
the
this.
Vaseline. I think that's the nose. I think for the ears, I think it's worth, if you're a swimmer and you want to get in the water, just get an ENT to have a look in your ears and clean out any wax. And then what a lot of the Australian surfers do is they use a little bit of alcohol in there after they've been swimming. So you give your ears a clean, put a little bit of neat alcohol in there, and that'll dry them out. That's my top 3.
Okay, fab.
Just while we're on the topic of advice as well, and you're going to kindly stay with us for the entire show, but just on the advice thing as well, we've talked a lot about how you can deal with certain conditions. What about your sort of environment as well? We mentioned that a lot of people are spending a lot more time indoors. Is it good to get your air conditioning units checked before the summer or early on in the summer? And equally, are you a fan of a dehumidifier, if I can get the word out, or not?
Not the dehumidifier. In fact, that's quite the opposite. The problem with air conditioning is it dries everything out. It makes it very, very dry. Absolutely. So I did a little research with one of the MBRU medical school students, and we looked at the prevalence of rhinitic symptoms, and it's very high in Dubai. And my thoughts are, externally, there's a lot of particles in the air causing irritation. Internally, I'm sure it's got to do with the air conditioning and moles and other matter that comes through. So, Tom, I think it's a great point. Get your air conditioning serviced regularly if you want to try and prevent some of those things.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Dr. Andrew, for all of that great advice.